Good evening. It is about 10:30 at night and I am sitting in the Khao San Road. This is a great place to watch people, and tonight I find it stimulating my thoughts in one certain direction. Just a moment ago I was watching a man and a woman involved in what I will call a courting ritual. Courting ritual. In Thai we say Kamalang Jeepkan. But it means when the man and woman first meet, the behavior they exhibit and what they do during those first exciting times. Actually, I was watching a guy that I have known for a long time, and he is really a terrible playboy. And I have had the opportunity to observe his behavior many times, even though he hasn't seen me. Let me describe his typical behavior. Upon meeting the girl, he will show immense interest in her, in talking to her, in finding out about her life, in asking questions. Lots and lots of eye contact, smiling and laughing. A fairly typical scene in the first stage of a romantic relationship. But knowing this particular guy, I know that his motivation is almost entirely about boosting his ego. Boosting his ego. What that means is making him feel good about himself because some girl is interested in him. So that's the topic I want to talk about today. That really very exciting and pleasurable feeling we get when someone of the opposite sex shows an enormous amount of interest in us. It makes us feel special, feel wanted, loved, feel like we have status, importance in society. And many people may say it is one of the most exciting things about a romantic relationship. But is it a good thing? And should we take it seriously? I think the first thing you can clearly observe is that it is quite a selfish emotion. The person is a bit like a vampire, but instead of sucking the other person's blood, they are sucking the attention or adoration or love from them. And even though they may appear to be extremely interested in the other, they are only really interested in themselves. So with that understanding, you should be very wary of this kind of motivation and try to see whether this is perhaps the main motivation of the person who is interested in you. How could you do this? Well, I guess an easy way would just to begin to say some really stupid stuff and see whether they continue to look at you with adoring eyes and pay you compliments and so on. If they do, then you can see that they are not really paying much attention to you, and this may be some evidence that they are not a good possible romantic partner. Of course, talking about the man who I was mentioning a short while ago, I have the advantage of having seen his modus operandi, many times, and it always looks the same. Doesn't matter who the girl is, he has the same MO, which is fairly clear evidence that his motivation is coming from himself rather than the new girl he has just met. This is only one aspect of the behavior at the beginning of a romantic relationship, and you have to analyze it together with other aspects. But I think it is a good idea to develop the skill of identifying this kind of motivation. Many men and women, of course, will not mind about this. They will still like the attention, even though they might think that it's not very sincere. But nevertheless, if you don't want to be gullible all your life, you should try to develop the skills of interpreting and analyzing behavior in this situation. What would a more mature relationship look like? I think you would see that the individuals would not be quite so excited and happy at the beginning of a relationship, because they would also be looking at the negative aspects. Any mature relationship should be looking at the pros and cons. So you should be expecting things not to go too smoothly, but to experience difficulties, problems, conflicts. This, I think, would be more normal and a sign that the relationship is going to be more serious and stable. If people are too starry-eyed at the beginning, starry-eyed, then I think that's evidence that things are not mature and stable. Anyway, those were just a few thoughts on a situation which I have observed a million times during my lifetime, and I thought I would say a few words about it. Bye for now.